shine together. We can all just fall apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can know, we can die together. The conversation, the separation, the overlooked $1 million violations. It's time to forget, to hit reset. Desire your own, forget about the presets. The whole up the back, burn up your last sack. The picture hangs on the wall by a single tack. I live the life of love, I love the life I live. If it's not a day, do it all again because...
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
Breakaway. Takes 2 city stars. There we go.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Yes!
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
How about them Predators, baby? Knew it all along. This is why I supported the Predators the entire season without a haste of even thinking they wouldn't make it to the Stanley Cup final. That sounded believable, right? Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah,
okay. Awesome. Excellent.
We'll record it again if we need to.
Fair enough. Welcome to Face Off Hockey Show. I'm Scotty Waz. There's Mark with a C jumping in.
Woo. Mark has new camera angle tonight.
Boom. Do I?
A little bit. You're a little.
I knocked the camera a little bit. There we go.
Oh, dip. That looks better. How are you? How is everybody doing today? I was just saying I believed all year in the Nashville Predators, Mark. You could see it with my shirt. Nashville Predators. On the back, Philip Forsberg, because I always believed in him.
Yeah. Are we a Nashville Predators podcast now? Because we're wearing a Nashville Predators jersey?
Technically, yes, but then we still can't credential because we don't cover them. Anyway.
Well, did the Predators give us credentials at all this season?
No, I don't think so. So we would be out.
Still SOL.
According to the NHL. We'll get into that when things happen or don't happen. Because I have no problem revealing. Dude, I've been in this game 15 years. I'll burn every bridge I have. I don't care.
You know, the thing I've found about bridges is you could always build more bridges.
It's true. They're tough to burn, though.
Tough to burn.
I mean, they're iron.
Especially these days.
Oh, yeah, especially these days. But I mean, here's the thing, and this is just me. You can hire guys to repair that bridge.
Yeah.
You just got to know the right guys.
Well, I mean, who exactly still has wooden bridges around this country?
Probably here. Right. Probably here in North Dakota. Probably in Pennsylvania.
Is that the most
I feel
outdated...
like it was way easier to burn a bridge when they were all wooden.
Yeah. Is that the most outdated idiom in our lives these days? Like burning a bridge, everybody gets what burning a bridge is, but you can't actually burn a bridge anymore. It's impossible.
It's true.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You probably could, but it'll take a while.
Speaking of
I guess putting the cart before the horse maybe is another one because nobody used carts. Well, the Amish.
They're still Amish. Still Amish.
That's true.
I did hear still, as we saw Preakness Weekend, Preakness Weekend showed there's still horses.
Yeah, but
speaking of Preakness, I found out this weekend that winning hands down means that the jockey never raised his crop.
Interesting.
Oh, I would have assumed that was a poker reference.
Me too.
Never knew that. It was definitely a horse reference, and it refers to a jockey not having to whip the horse, winning hands down.
Get out of here. Are you sure it's not a poker reference?
Look it up.
That sounds legit. That sounds...
How
would hands down...
I don't remember where I got it from. I heard it this weekend, though. I heard it.
How does winning hand down mean poker, Mark?
Because everyone threw their hands down, so it was obvious you won. Everyone had their hands on the table.
Well, I would...
The hand that you were dealt, like a poker hand.
The passion.
Well, is the hand of God a reference to poker as well?
Ooh, no, that's
just Diego Maradona.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, if God's playing poker, I'm out. Like I fold.
I bet he can read your bluff.
Well, no, he's just I lied, so it's a sin.
Playing gambling is a
Uh,
sin. So
That's
Well,
true.
Gambling
That is
is
true.
not one of the commandments, but lying is.
covet thy neighbor's possessions. You covet another guy's money.
That's true. Yeah.
I bet it was
And
one of the
definitely don't play strip poker.
I bet it was one of the top 15 commandments, though. Thou shalt not gamble.
That's true. I have these 10 commandments.
That's
Yeah.
still such a good movie.
History of the World, Part 1, of course.
Of course, part 1. All right. Well, Johnny, what?
I love how there's just a disembodied voice of Mark.
Yeah, it's
still.
amazing. It's like Mark's the chair. Sean Leahy will never know now.
I just had to fold some laundry. Sorry, guys.
Attaboy.
I'm multitasking.
What a man. They have Bluetooth coming in handy there, kids.
That's it. Wireless, baby.
There you
Wireless.
go. Johnny, were you wired up this weekend, or you just hang out?
I played golf all weekend.
How was that? Was a hell of a shot on 8. I'll tell you that
Thanks.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was actually interesting. It was one of the best shots I've ever hit. And it was one of those where I just kind of hit it and I'm like, that looks pretty decent. And then somebody else is like, that might go in the hole. And it hit on the green and it started rolling and other people were like, get in the hole, and then it just stopped short.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know. It happens to us a lot.
Yeah. So I was within 3 inches though. So I just knocked it in.
Sounds like high school rather than a golf game.
It's true. That's true. I got to third base, basically, is what I
There
was
it
saying.
is.
There was when we were in high school. Speaking of high school, Nick Angeloff and I.
Oh,
Nick
God.
Angeloff went to Shawnee one year
Oh,
with us,
I
and
remember this
Nick
golf course.
Angeloff and I played golf at Shawnee, a U.S. Open course, by the way. Little did you guys know. Well, maybe you did know, but the course at Shawnee once hosted the U.S. Open, but I hit our old 7-wood, like the legit 7-wood that
these were legit wooden clubs.
yeah, like
remember them.
actual wood. And it wasn't the escape, this fire escape or whatever we had. It was actually a 7-wood, but it went straight up in the air, came right back down, and I lost track of it because the green was actually above my eye level, which most greens are because I'm short. But I was also not within 3 inches, but I was a good like 6 inches away. And we were playing with
within
some
that
old
line.
dude that said that was the best shot he'd ever seen on that course. And I was like, I just wasn't aiming. I just took a shot.
Yep.
So that was my story. And that's it. I'm done. I found $5 on the green after that.
The way you say Shawnee, I just want to say you probably went to Shoney's and had a nice breakfast afterwards.
Yes. And it is Pennsylvania. So is it Shawnee? No, that's Baltimore.
That's what.
No,
Shoney's
that's
on.
Shawnee's?
You want to go to Shoney's? It's going to be a great time. It's not IHOP there, though, hon.
So I have to show this. This was the beverage that I purchased, Zombie Date Night. I bought this before Game 6 of the Caps Penguin series because I don't know if you guys, listeners, know the Caps made themselves some T-shirts this year saying that they were rising from the dead because of their lack of playoff.
Boy, were
Yeah.
they wrong.
Yeah, but so that was sort of the Capitals' mantra, was that they were zombies rising from the dead. So I bought Zombie Date Night and did not open it before Game 6, and Game 6 was obviously the 5-2. Great showing from the Capitals, so I did not dare touch it for Game 7. Did not dare.
Down there.
And I couldn't bring myself to open it. It's been sitting in my fridge for the last 2.5 weeks. So tonight it got opened.
It's good timing.
After Mark's run-in on Johnny's week.
Sorry,
What else
John.
you got, Johnny.
It's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So played golf. It was cruiser weekend.
Ooh,
Down
did
at
you
the
win the
beach.
belt? Oh,
I tried actually, but there were a lot of really
Stereo
nice
ran in?
cars. I tried, but someone else ran it. Yeah, I was a little short. About 2 inches. Woo. But the highlight of the weekend was my friend's house was right behind Wawa, which absolutely amazing. Went over, picked up one morning. I picked up a bacon, egg, and cheese on bagel for breakfast. The next morning, I went bacon, egg, and cheese sub roll, and
Wow.
it was a toasted sub roll.
Aggressive.
Fantastic.
That's
I was gonna
aggressive.
say fantastic. So
I say aggressive.
That is aggressive there, Johnny. Like you go.
it was yellow eggs with provolone and bacon, toasted up. Oh, amazing.
So was the bacon and cheese mixed in with the egg, or did the cheese get
They were on
melted
top
into
of
the
it.
bread and then they
Top
all
of it.
put it on top of the cheese?
Yes, it was a top. Yeah,
It was.
and
It
it all
wasn't. It
melted.
wasn't a. It
It
wasn't an
melted all
omelet.
together.
I mean, it could have been.
No, it
just
was
like
the
you
omelet.
mixed
It
all
was
together.
it was their omelet, but they didn't cook it that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
So the Wawa was clutch. I had some. I had a crab cake mac and cheese. It was supposed to just be lump crab mac and cheese, but it was like layer mac and cheese, crab cake, and then more mac and cheese on top of it which was aggressive.
Was this
but
also at Wawa?
This was not at Wawa. I decided against getting crab cake from Wawa.
Mark.
That was probably a good call. You know, Vern
This was from the crab cake factory.
Vern Smith is I believe a head chef at one of the restaurants in Ocean City, Maryland.
Don't know where. I know he was at Blue for a while, then in OC. I don't know where he's at now, but we will check that out, and you should go see him down the
I'm
ocean one.
looking it up right now.
But yeah, that's my whole weekend. Oh, and we won a soccer game this week.
Hey, Mazel.
Yep.
Impressive.
We've won. It was our first playoff game. So we won our first playoff game. The other team was very cranky that we beat them. But so far this season we have 2 wins. We have won both games that I didn't allow any goals.
I would have hoped so.
I'm seeing a trend.
Yeah.
So yeah, got that going for me. So next playoff game is not this Monday because that would be sacrilegious. It is next Monday.
I don't know if it'd be sacrilegious, just be a poor taste.
That's true.
There's
Sure. It's
that.
not like God playing poker.
No, exactly. That's sacrilegious. Mark, what'd you do your week?
I forget. I honestly don't know. We had visitors come visit us, and then we went out and went to a restaurant, and that was about it. That was about
Welcome to life with a child.
it. Yeah. Well, we're practicing.
There you go. That's good. Do we have a name on where Verno the Disco?
Yes. So Vern used to work at A Touch of Italy in Ocean City, Maryland, and then moved on to Blue Crab House and Raw Bar, also in Ocean City, Maryland, and then now is a chef at 28th Street Pit and Pub.
There you go.
That was like 100 streets away from me.
So you went to the Hooters then, because I know there's a Hooters up around 128th.
No, we were at 120th.
Okay, I know there's a
Yeah,
Hooters.
we were right across the street from the crab cake factory, and there was a bar there. Do not remember what the bar name was called, but we walked in, and my friend that was with us that lives there knew the owner, and the owner was like, "Hey, we're taking shots," and I was like, "This is gonna get out of control."
Small bar, big bar.
Small bar, yeah,
Okay,
right
no
near
idea then.
120th Street. So yeah, so we took like 2 shots while we were there, and whew.
I know a lot of former teammates I played hockey with have become chefs.
I don't do shots anymore. Just throwing that out there.
All right, super.
Not well.
So Vern obviously doing that, but another buddy of mine, Joe Chikala, he is the executive chef at Le Vertu in Philly. I played hockey with him for like 5 years, 6 years, and apparently he is what they call a rising star chef.
Ooh.
Does he have his own card?
He does. He has his own whole thing. He's fantastic. He used to was a chef at Urbania on P Street in Northwest Washington, D.C., and Del Posto in New York, New York.
Nice.
So Le Virtue is a fantastic Italian place. I think he said he cooked. I think I saw somewhere he was cooking for Obama. It's amazing. Joey Chicala, shout out to him. My weekend, ladies and gentlemen, you may have been to swap meets before. You may have been to yard sales. You may have even been to a nice little big congregation of people trying to get rid of their junk. This weekend, I partook in what they call the biggest garage sale in the area at the Alara Center. The entire football field had vendors all across the nation, and boy howdy, was there a lot of crap on sale. Starting lineups were on sale of Brady Anderson and Cal Ripken Jr.
Not of Jim Carrey, though, because the only one is in my house.
No, Stan Humphries, though. Starting lineups of AFC champion Stan Humphries on sale. A 3-pack of Jesse Ventura action figures, as well as a 3-pack of Michael Jordan action figures from Space Jam.
Wow. That's really specific.
Yeah, no, they had him in his what was it, Toon Stars jersey, his Toon Squad jersey as a golfer and also playing baseball. So it was highly specific. A lot of clothes, a lot of things on hand. It was a cavalcade of splendidness for the eyes. I did not go without buying something, of course.
That's good.
As is my want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank God.
And of course, for me, baby, I got to go with cards. So you got yourself a 1982-83 Cal Ripken Jr.
Is that a rookie card?
That's a rookie card.
1983, it is second year because he was a rookie in 82.
Okay.
So sophomore year, Cal Ripken. We got ourselves an Alex Ovechkin. Just black diamond card. It was $1. What do you want from me?
I like it. Shiny.
It's nice. It's good.
Jake Taylor, Topps.
That is fantastic.
That's $1 there too.
Is that for the Indians?
Eddie Harris card.
Where is Jobu not pictured?
What's that?
Jobu not pictured.
No. He's got the stuff running down his nose though. I think it's cocaine. And then Jen, as I was looking through cards, Jen, in all her almighty wisdom, found these. They are Jim Henson's Muppet cards. And
nice.
as you could tell here, as Fozzie Bear is the goalie, he's just hanging out here. Gonzo is a winger. He's just doing his thing.
Wait, is that Brad Marchand?
Yeah, no, he is. Brad Marchand. Rookie card is his Pee-wee card. These cards were from '94. Animal just hanging out here. Here's Brad Marchand's visor. So there's that. The visor just having there.
Perfect.
Of course, protecting the nose.
That's amazing.
Then yeah, just a lot of like little cards that teaching you the game. What icing happened when a puck go down bang before the other team. Then you got we go into where are the good ones? Here we go. So of course we have to have the team logo cards. They had the ones with the word thing. It's fine, whatever, lame. But you got to get the Gonzo as the Anaheim Mighty Ducks guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. What do you think? The Bruins? Yep. Fozzie Bear.
I would have went the other way on that one, but I got it.
Gonzo again riding this Buffalo Sabre.
Interesting.
Kermit D. Frog grilling up some Calgary Flames burgers. I don't understand that one. Why would they be a burger?
Because all the ground beef that's coming out of Calgary. That was before mad cow disease.
That's true. Kermit the Frog again as the Blackhawks mascot.
That's racist.
That's good. That's good right there.
The Dallas Star, which is Miss Piggy.
Okay. All right.
The Red Wing, driven by Kermit D. Frog.
That's a pretty cool card.
Were there only like 4 Muppets?
Oh, don't worry. They get better. Fozzie Bear as an Oiler. See, he's oiling it up.
He's oiling it up too.
Animal as the Florida Panther.
That's good. I like that one a lot. There's a lot of teal in these.
There is. Fishing for the whaler. Don't know why he doesn't have a harpoon, but whatever.
Not even the Islanders.
No. Fozzie Bear, Los Angeles King. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Animal taking the H out of the CH of the Canadians.
Okay.
New Jersey Devil has Animal, of course. New York Islanders, again, with the Animal rowing a boat.
Did you get every team?
Yeah, this is the entire set. This is like 300 fucking cards.
They're in order.
Yeah, they are. New York Rangers. He loves the Tri-City area. He loves the Tri-State area.
He's an animal.
This one's kind of weird. The Miss Piggy as a senator.
Oh. They obviously that was like the last one they did.
Yeah,
they were just rushing that one out the door.
And of course, you got Gonzo as a flyer.
Okay,
pretty
That's good.
And of
That's
course,
good. I like that.
Gonzo as Robo Penguin. He loves Pennsylvania.
Punch it in the face.
And then Gonzo as a Nordique. Sure, why not?
They clearly didn't know what to do with that one.
Nope. Sharks. Yep, you got to.
Like
got to with the Animal.
Like it. Yep.
St. Louis Blues playing a sax.
Perfect.
It's not easy
That's
being
smooth.
blue. Animal again as shocked by lightning.
All right.
This one a little racy. It's Miss Piggy being covered by a leaf.
Whoa, what's the deal there?
Wow.
She's naked, obviously. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Of course, the Canucks. No one knew what the hell it was, so Fozzie Bear is just there. Capitals. No one knew what the hell that was, so they just put her on the logo.
At least they have her dressed this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the Winnipeg Jets. Fozzie Bear being the Winnipeg Jet guy.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this is the entire set of 80 cards. 80 card set of your Muppets hockey action. I think it was like,
Wow.
it's fantastic.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is actually
Yeah.
quite amazing.
Then we went to Fargo, had a time there. Then Jen lost her voice, so we couldn't do a podcast.
At the
So
swap
Sunday
meet?
was just, at the swap meet and also at just sinuses. So that's that. And also the Tommy Soderstrom lithograph showed up.
Nice.
And,
Nice.
It's tremendous. It's glorious. That's over there, and I'll get it later. So yeah, that was my weekend. That was a week. Now it's Memorial Day, and I have to work. So hooray, hooray! But it is what it is.
So I think pissing in someone's cornflakes still holds up for sure as a good idiom. Because if someone were to piss in your cornflakes, you would be upset, and it
How
could
many
still
people
happen
still
to this
buy
day.
cornflakes, though?
That's
Yeah,
a
but
fair
you know,
point
they
too.
still sell them.
Sure, but it doesn't mean people buy them.
Maybe they buy them just to piss in them, and then they give them to people, and it makes their day bad.
Well, I think just getting cornflakes would make your day go bad. Less the piss.
You can say that again.
Less
Like
the
R.
piss.
Kelly's jacket.
It's another
Yeah.
idiom. Yeah.
Did you find winning hands down yet?
It does not see winning hands down is not on this Wikipedia list, which is obviously all encompassing because it's on Wikipedia.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Now, one of the golf courses I played at this weekend used to be an old racing track, and they had a sand trap that went the entire length of one of the holes, and it was like the back straight of the track. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I have no horse in that race.
Hey, from dictionary.com, to win hands down is to win easily. It's from the 1880s plus. I don't know what that means. I guess it's New Game Plus. Originally referring to a jockey dropping his hands and relaxing the reins when victory appears certain.
See. It's a little bit different than what I thought it was then still.
These things happen.
I'm going to
But
go
still,
with mine. Mine version's way nicer.
I like yours a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
So there we go. All right, so should we get to some? Should play some
Should I
music.
play music?
I think you should play music.
Hit the music.
Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. What condition my condition was in.
So Ryan Johansson went out with an injury, and it turns out he had acute compartment syndrome.
Yeah, that's bad news.
That's not good. That is not a good time for anybody. But they caught it enough and they figured things out, so he'll be able to recover in time.
So he had to have surgery though, right? Like
right away, yeah.
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. Before it got any worse.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty rough.
That's probably a really bad hit. In order to have that, wasn't it like in his thigh?
Well, yeah, the compartment syndrome, from what I was told, happens in the thigh or something around the line.
I think it can also happen like down farther too, but
in your leg entirely.
Yeah,
leg encompassing, I guess.
Sure, I believe so.
I'm not a doctor. I just work at a hospital, so I don't know how.
You're just a surgery specialist.
Exactly.
You're fit as a fiddle, though.
Dave Matthews people still deal with fiddles. Charlie Daniels Band. Bluegrass as a whole does a fiddle.
You're not gonna kick the bucket anytime soon.
That one could be old. Don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
What does that refer to?
I'm gonna click on it. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see here. A common theory is that this idiom refers to hanging, either as a method of execution or suicide. Because you're standing on a bucket and then you.
That makes a lot more sense, actually.
That does make a lot more sense. Very morbid. Thanks for bringing the whole room
Sorry,
down.
man. Sorry.
Yeah, it's messed up.
I didn't make it up. You're preaching to the choir, man.
That's something we can
There's
do.
still choir.
There's still choirs. And there's still preachers. I think. Anyway. So Ryan Johansson, obviously done for the season. He'll be ready in time for the training camps, though. Still there in spirit. Still took part of the picture after the victory by the Nashville Predators. John Gibson was not there for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. He had a hamstring injury. He was scratched, or he left the game 5 and then didn't suit up for game 6 at all. Ryan Getzlaff was fined $10,000 for allegedly throwing a gay slur. Not allegedly, he fessed up to it. So throwing a great gay slur at a linesman, I believe. It was kind of weird. So that's that. People are uproared about his non-apology apology, but what can you do?
So it's not to say that, obviously it's bad that this all happens, but he only got in trouble because he got caught, right? This happens all the time.
Oh, I'm sure. If it wasn't to a referee, it would have been fine. I think it was another.
How many times has that been said to a referee though? I guarantee you it's been said to a referee enough times. It just happened to be on video this time.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that having been said, I'm not saying that it's okay. It's not okay, but he only got in trouble because he got caught.
True.
Right.
And the NHL was basically like, shit, now we have to do something.
God, the Chiefs up my ass with this. Anyway. Nashville, like I said, won the Clarence Campbell Bowl for Western Conference champion as they go into the Stanley Cup Finals 12-4, only losing 4 games this entire postseason. I think it was said that if the Penguins win, the 19th game for the Penguins will be on tomorrow night, Thursday night. So there you go, 16-19. Obviously, one wins. Sweden.
Yeah.
Trey Krondor goes ahead and wins the World Championship in a shootout to Canada. It's like 1992 all over again, baby. So
I saw that. That was good. I saw that.
And then I think it was William Nylander, or one of the Nylanders attacked Henrik Lundqvist.
Yeah.
After the game.
William.
Yeah.
Yeah, William with a good cross body block on him though.
Yeah, that's tremendous. That was Luthez. I thought he was just going to open a can of whoop ass, stomp a mud hole in Henrik Lundqvist and walk him dry, but he didn't.
Stopping a mud hole is hard with hockey skates on though.
And dangerous.
Real dangerous. I think it would be easier because you'd have a little more torque. I think.
I feel like you'd have to push and twist. I don't think that you could like just stomp a mud hole.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, well, the boot. If the boot goes in far enough.
Maybe the boot. Yeah.
A boot.
Got it.
So the KHL is a tire fire, ladies and gentlemen. If you did not know this already. So apparently, the one team has been shut down, as Metallurg Novokunetski.
Not going to work here anymore.
No, exactly. Novo gonna have a team. 14 and 46 this year. Small crowds this season. Yeah, not good.
Wow, that is a lot of losses.
Medveska Zagreb, Croatian team. They're going to be joining the Austrian-based EBEL next year. So they moved out of the KHL. But the interesting thing about this whole situation is that the president, Dmitry Cheryshenko, said that KHL, widely considered to be outside the strongest league, has been hit by unprecedented wage delays to players totaling over 1 billion rubles or $17.7 million.
Wow.
7 of the 29 KHL teams are regularly late with salaries, and some players have been waiting over 6 months for payments. Good luck with that.
Well,
oil
I guess
money going down.
You can guarantee people as much money as you want if you're not going to pay them.
Exactly. Like that's what I guess maybe that's why Kovalchuk wants to come back. He hasn't had a paycheck in like 4 months.
Hey, that would do it.
I did see. I'd also believe I read an article that the KHL president said that the optimal team number for the league was like 6 teams less than what it currently is.
Pretty much. Like they're trying to be leaner and more commercially successful. Yeah, I mean that's this was supposed to be the big thing for the KHL, and everyone had their doubts. And Lyle Richardson has said this the best, saying that it was supposed to be this big bag thing, but everyone knew it was going to be Bush League hockey.
Yeah, the KHL really takes the biscuit.
Good one.
That means it's particularly bad or objectionable or egregious, but only in the UK.
Biscuits are delicious.
I don't know. Taking the biscuit.
And biscuits are cookies. Cookies are delicious too.
Yeah, but maybe if you take the last biscuit is the reason you become very egregious.
Maybe. Fair point.
I guess it's the equivalent of taking the cake, but I thought normally if you take the cake, that's a good thing.
I thought so too. This one takes the cake. Well, no, it can be used in frustration. Like, oh, you've cheated on me before, but this one takes the cake.
That's
my
true.
stepbrother. Something like that. Like, I don't know. What can I say?
That was good. Is that the new betting balls?
Oh, I wish. I wish the new betting ball. I wish Jim Balsillie would come out of his hole and try to buy a team. Like, try to buy the Panthers. I dare you, Jim Balsillie.
He tried. Tried making a new phone.
Try it again.
Didn't stick.
Try to buy the Coyotes again, for the love of God, please. Just so Redfield T-Bomb can come out of retirement. I think he might be dead. I'm not really sure.
He must be crying crocodile tears.
That one gets used a lot. I don't think that one's old.
Yeah, but do crocodiles cry?
No, that's the thing. That's the whole gig.
Yeah, they rock.
Yeah. But no, that's the thing about crocodile tears is that it's just they look like it because they're in water. Looks like they're crying.
So they're fake tears.
But they're right, because the crocodile was in all those lotion commercials. Because dry skin, you're don't want to get this and this lotion, and it shoos away the crocodile. Remember that one?
I do, only because you just mentioned it.
I do, only because you sparked this memory and triggered something in my brain about commercials. What was I going to look up? Yeah, it was Redfield T-Bomb dead. Redfield T-Bomb. If Redfield T-Bomb's dead, we should hold a.
I hope he has a
memorial
Wikipedia
concert.
page.
He better. Redfield T-Bomb is a. Oh no! Hold on. So Redfield T-Bomb, boy howdy, is a recalled bankruptcy court judge.
Yeah. That's what he was.
Does he have a TV show?
Yeah. Oh, I hope so. In 2000, he was chosen as the 10 most outstanding bankruptcy judges by Turnarounds and Workouts, a respected bankruptcy publication.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a magazine or something called Turnarounds and Workouts.
I mean, honestly, I would have expected that to be like a modeling magazine.
That's true.
turnarounds and workouts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was a top 10 bankruptcy judge. That's
he's
why he got the case for the Coyotes.
Well, it's because he was in Arizona. So he was the
Well, I
judge
mean,
for
yeah, but
Arizona.
he's got to be the best bankruptcy judge in like that 3 like state area right there.
Yeah. He
I feel like
retired.
there's probably some good ones in Nevada though.
Yeah, he retired in 2013, but served as a recall status. Has served on recall status since his retirement from active service.
Is that like a substitute teacher?
I suppose so. I think. Bankruptcy judges appointed. Third branch news, judicial milestones. Judge no stranger. That's a Toronto Star article. That's weird. So there you go.
That's interesting.
Redfield T-Bomb still kicking it large. Good for him.
I didn't realize he was so decorated before we learned about him.
No. The more we learned about him, the more we learned about him. That makes sense. Hey, did you
3 letters? God, 3 letters. Coincidence? I think not.
Oh God. Did your team fire or hire any assistant coaches this week? I'll tell you how. So the hiring. St. Louis hired Daryl Sador as assistant coach, rejoining Mike Yeo. He was with Mike Yeo in Minnesota before he resigned due to some off-ice incidents. A little glug glug, vroom vroom, smack smack, wee wee wee.
So Javi Bullen.
Yep, exactly. I don't think he hit anybody though.
That's good.
So he was hired as assistant coach of the St. Louis Blues, who fired their staff last week. Remember, if you remember, Ted Conklin got fired because there's no more outdoor game in St. Louis's future. The New York Islanders hired Luke Richardson. I put L. Richardson to think everyone was Lauritsen had been hired. No.
Tricky.
As assistant coach, he's good at rumors though.
Yeah, it's rumored he has a good line for his power play. Coyotes hired assistant GM Steve Sullivan. Everybody, Steve Sullivan. Also, Craig Cunningham has been named a pro scout for the Arizona Coyotes. So congratulations to him.
Cool. Both good people.
Now to the firing, because Colorado wasn't much of a tire fire. They fired goaltending coach Francois Allaire, who, of course, has been known to be the guru, especially with Jean-Sebastien Giguère. Tim Army, longtime Caps assistant, and Dave Farish, longtime ECHL head coach and AHL head coach, all fired from your Colorado Avalanche.
So that cleans out like everybody.
Under the bus.
Just all under the bus. All cleaning
under the bus.
Every under the over the bus.
Yeah.
You're just looking up idioms now, aren't you? Just to put them in here. I like it.
Don't you thumb your nose at me.
That's an interesting one.
That is interesting.
Thumb your nose. It's got to be pretty. Also rumored that Bob Bugner has been interviewed for a head coaching job with the Panthers.
God, he was great in NHL '94.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
What's his rating? Go.
Bugner was probably a 73.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll look it up later.
He was great though.
Good time.
I mean, by any measure, 73 is a fantastic defenseman in NHL '94.
Oh, absolutely. Because I think he probably played for. Bugner played for maybe Tampa. So in comparison, he was great.
He probably did play for Tampa.
Pretty sure
at that time.
Everyone played for Tampa at that time. I'm trying to find it, but the people spoke with the guy who was running the 2018 Winter Olympics, the head of the IOC, or the head of the bid for the something. I don't know what the hell they call him.
Okay.
It's some guy from Pyeongchang, they called him. And he said that he's willing to work with the NHL and that they're not being greedy. They are not being greedy, and the 2018 games will go ahead and they will cooperate with the NHL.
Yeah, they really screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah.
Please. Get that statement. Like I don't understand why somebody from the Olympics would
Well, this
first
is
of
the
all
Olympics.
need
This
to
is,
come out and talk about it. Second of all,
Yeah.
make a statement and like, no, the NHL is up cool. It's not a big deal. We don't really we don't need them here if they don't want to show up.
well, it could have been one of those things where it's like we're X number of days away from Pyeongchang, and he's the organizing committee president, so he doesn't really. He's just the head of the organizing staff. So why would anyone want to talk to him anyway? Whatever. But he says
Maybe they didn't really mean to talk to him.
Yeah, I haven't thought about the NHL at all since they left us. I mean, I haven't picked up the phone at all and like dialed their number and then not called it.
And then
Or,
Did you
like,
drive by the
pretending to
NHL's
send-
house though, Mark?
Yeah, a text message, or like ghost ride the whip by their house.
You definitely drove past their house.
Yeah,
I had to have. So Lee Hee Boeum, that's his name, Lee Hee Boeum, said that
it's a made-up name.
I think so. I think this guy was actually on the organizing committee.
You said he was the head of the organizing committee.
I don't think he is though. I don't know. I don't know if he's the
Oh.
president or not.
He was a janitor.
Hashtag not my president. He said we are ready to cooperate. He said he doesn't know the NHL condition, but whatever they ask, if it's acceptable to us, we will do our best. So
This is like finding a date for prom. I'm completely on board with Mark's analogy to this right now.
this is kind of scorn lover. I want you back, but if you don't, it's cool too. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I can't wait until they get the point of angry though, and they're like, "Well, fine, we'll just find somebody new. We never wanted you back anyway."
Yeah,
Oh, look, hey, NHL, what's up? Listen, no, this one, no. They're new, like they're inexperienced and everything, but whatever. I'm just teaching them things, just how to be a premier athlete. It's cool. No, I see you're doing well too. What's that, Nashville, Ottawa final? No, that worked out well for you, right? Yeah, no, it's cool. No, the ratings are great, right? Yeah, no, it's perfect. Yeah, no, listen, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to take these guys from, where'd you guys say you're from? Knoxville. We're just going to go. Like, no, it's cool. No, listen, it was good. Good seeing you. No, you should, Facebook me sometime. We'll go out.
Yeah, we should meet up for drinks.
Listen, hold on. I want to tell you this right now, though, like between you and me. No one does the water ice like Knoxville. You know how it is. Liz, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. But no, you know what? You have fun. Richard. Yeah. We'll be right there. Don't worry about it. No, I'll see you guys later. See you later.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you. It's like I've done that before in my life. So there's that. Good luck to him. Good luck to all everyone involved in that.
Should we mention anything about the expansion draft coverage that's starting tonight, just in case Lyle is our one viewer and hasn't done it yet?
Listen, here's the thing. According to Johnny, this thing is 6 days long.
That's true. So we had a conversation before the show, and we decided.
I told Johnny. I said, Johnny, what's 76 hours? What is that? Like three and a half days or something? 3 days and a couple hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 72 hours and 3 days, right? He's like, no, it's like 6.
Yeah, it's like 6 days. And then Scotty was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, like 12-hour days, right? And Scotty's like, just because you sleep the other 12 hours doesn't mean they don't exist. And I was like, they don't exist to me, damn it. I'm not doing 76 hours straight. This is bullshit. I was like, I'm going to do 12 hours over 6 days and sleep the other 12 hours.
That's like when you're
speaking of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I got back to 100% sleep last night.
Attaboy.
I'm on fire over the past week.
God. Oh, that's tremendous. The fact that you thought days were 12 hours, I'm like, what?
They're 12 hours to me.
I know, I get it, but man, that was an interesting discussion we had because I'm just like
getting tired at 12 hours.
Because I thought
put it that way.
Because I thought like, wow, is my math really that terrible? But no, it was not.
But it was perfectly 6, so I was able to do math.
You were technically correct.
For 12 hours. For 12-hour days. Not for 24-hour days.
No,
like
not
the new
for
calendar is.
Right, yeah, no. All right, so Bob Bugner wasn't
Seriously, Arizona Coyotes, how did you do this?
What?
They have 3 people under contract for next season. 3,
Oh
4.
yeah, no, it's really great.
What the
Wait
hell?
until you get. Didn't you see the Colorado Avalanche? Wait until you get to them.
Dude, the Avalanche is even more of a fucking disgrace.
The
How am I
Avalanche,
supposed to protect any of these people?
the Avalanche should put a sign out front that says, "Who do you want?" Like,
Yeah. Mark, I just did the quick protect and went from there.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Quick protected Shane Doan, and I had to fix that because
Well, no, the
Why?
here's who had the,
They
here's
have to protect Shane Dunn, right?
no, he's retiring.
he's a UFA, so they don't have to protect him.
Ah.
So here's who's under contract for 2017-18. A lot of people, and a lot of guys who are waiver exempt. So they have 6 guys who are waiver exempt, which is Lawson Krause, Clayton Keller, Max Domi, Dylan Strome, Brendan Perlini, and Christian Dvorak. That leaves, so they're automatically protected. That leaves Brad Richardson, Tobias Ryder, Jamie McGinn, and Dave Bolin signed for next year. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Alex Gologoski, Connor Murphy, Luke Shen, Kevin Connaughton, Jacob Chikrin, and Anthony D'Angelo are the other guys signed, as well as Mike Smith and Louis Domingue. The buyouts are Antoine Vermette and Mike Ribeiro.
This team sounds terrible.
Wait, hold on.
Mike Ribeiro was on the Coyotes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a couple years.
I did not know that at all.
I think that's where he got into his shit too, when he had
Maybe.
all his shit go down. By the way, if you're scoring at home,
probably
ready for your alone, Bob Bugner was not in NHL '94.
What?
No, he was in the AHL.
Get out of town.
I wish I could, but it's like 5.
He was in AHL '94 though, Mark. Did
He
you
was.
have that?
He was.
I must
Did
have.
you get that mod?
I got confused.
Did you not get that mod?
I was playing the season mode in AHL '94 because then you could import the rosters.
By the way, I got an email from the NHL '94 because I'm signed up to their board, their message board, and they have the King of NHL '94 tournament coming up in Vegas.
I thought you meant their board of directors.
Yeah,
I was like, nice.
I'm the
I
board of
did not
directors
know
of
that.
OYOs at NHL '94. Sean Leahy would like to know that I am just and Pro Beach Hockey, boys. Pro Beach Hockey. By the way, I was
You had a lot of esteemed board of directors.
Yeah, 2 things. First off, they canceled the OYO Kickstarter, but they like my enthusiasm. They direct messaged me to let me know. So when they start up their Kickstarter again, we'll be promoting the hell out of it, and you better believe
Maybe
it.
they'll come on the show and talk to us.
Exactly. Not have a goddamn month where they're just like, let's do this in 30 days. Ooh. Good luck. Maybe I
So
can
they
be the
didn't
marketing
make
director.
it, or
They were up to 16,000 with like 5 days to go, and they're just like, yeah, it's kind of been stalled for a little bit. So
how
we're
much
just-
were they looking for? My God,
20 grand. 20 grand to start.
16K. I feel like is a good amount. I feel like they could have dropped that to 15K and been like, "We're good to go. Let's make this happen."
True, but with shipping costs and everything like that, I can understand what they're going at. But think it out a little better. We'll get it done, guys. Holla at your boy if you need to. I'll help you out with this.
Sean Leahy's gonna be mad he didn't get an Oya.
I know. We'll find a way to get him in. We'll find a way to get. Plus, I don't think they have that kind of white tone. So
Do they have extreme white?
they might. They might.
Do they have Irish white?
They have Irish white. Our printers don't work like that. So anyway, there's that. Fuck, there was something else I was going to
There's a guy named Eric Carlson that's a forward for the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yep,
I saw that too.
Same spelling and everything.
What a jerk.
I know, right? God
You
damn
should
it.
pick him and put him on your team and be like, "Ah, damn it, I picked the wrong Eric Carlson."
So also, I found old clips of our show. I was looking for some
I'm
things.
sorry. You had to do that.
I still have all those.
I have them too in my hard drive, and just like, wow, I remember this from 5
Oh,
years
did you
ago.
find them on the internet?
No, I found them in my hard drive.
I got you.
And I remember from 5 years ago during that draft show when Greg Wyshynski was the wealthy benefactor for the Face Off Hockey Show.
Sure.
It was good times. Then like stuff from 2003 with Rich Bikini. Oh, those were times. Now you formerly Rich Brennan of the WWE. Then
Yeah, that was before you went to the WWE even.
yeah, just when he was breaking
And
into
that was
the
when,
Bridgeport Sound Tigers.
Wasn't that also right around the time? That was when we drove to Bridgeport.
It was when we had the no beaner light on.
True. That was also around the time that Butchergrass could spell.
And wasn't an annoying cockball. Don't know what that means. But ladies and gentlemen, also when I was looking through old things, I came across this, and I was doing radio as I always do with Radio's Todd Butts. And we were looking back, we were talking about the old times, I was talking about, maybe do a 30 for 30 with kind of thing with Broadcast Monsters. We were rattling off all the shows we remember. And then we found this. Oh, you're not going to let me share, are you piece of garbage? Oh, you suck, really?
Speaking of, so while you're pulling that up, speaking of random things that have been found, I found the original Face Off Hockey Show postcard that had our caricatures on it that we all autographed.
Oh, I remember that because I remember when I was moving, I found mine, and you posted that. I'm like, wow, that's pretty dope.
I also found the Ottawa draft video.
Nice. Oh God, that's terrible. Oh, why are you not letting me show you, son of a bitch?
That's the response I was expecting.
Yeah. Like the Ottawa draft video in itself is just.
Mark doesn't remember it.
Well, of course not.
I was, no.
He was.
Mark
he
wasn't
was
even on the video.
He was belabored. He was on the first video. But then that second video.
He was.
And then I said, you know what? I retire from this, and I haven't come back.
I
since.
retired, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just tear my ACL.
That was the same weekend. Mark was on the couch with a torn ACL. We just didn't know it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe.
All right, so please tell me this. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Oh, it worked. Okay, so we went on the archive website, and I found this, and I forgot we even did this. No, I'm going to hit the Sky Screen Share right now, and it's the Scotty Waz Weekend in Glen Burnie. So
my God.
This is the old Pit Stop Radio site, and it marked the April 15th, 2004. So this was 3 years after we started. So we have the website, the Weekend in Glen Burnie. Meet Scotty Waz in his hometown of Glen Burnie this weekend, or really any weekend if you call ahead. Why pay tons of cash to buy some silly vacation package being resold on some websites where you can have a fun and unique vacation in the Burnie meeting Scotty Waz? If you've never been to lovely Glen Burnie and you don't know what you're missing. Among activities included in Wazalewski's Weekend in Glen Burnie, sitting in Scotty's front yard. You'll have the opportunity to sit in the lawn chair with Scotty in his front yard and enjoy an ice-cold Miller Lite as you watch cars go by.
I definitely read that as shitting in Scotty's front yard, which I thought was completely weird, but more Glen Burnie.
This one's my favorite. Meet the Mal. By special engagement only, you will get to meet the one and only Mal Sage Sean O'Connor, ruler of BroadcastMonsters.com and Scotty's boss.
What is the star mean?
Okay, I'll get to that.
Okay.
Because there's asterisks all over the place. Hardee's Run, one of the highlights of the weekend. You and Scotty will hit up the local Hardee's for lunch, have a $6 burger or maybe a low-carb sandwich, and don't forget those piping hot fries and a large-size Mr. Pibb. Capital Raceway. That's right. The 70s live on as you take on a Saturday night trip out to Capital Raceway in nearby Crofton. See that Grand Prix with the slicks take on the tubed-out Chevette, or stick around for the late show where a bevy of neon glowing Honda Civics run blistering 16-second quarter miles to see who takes home the Type R title, and of course Race Day Extravaganza. The sign up now is only $2.99.
That's a deal.
Also, in the Race Day Extravaganza, special guest PSR co-host Todd Butts will be in attendance as well. So the first asterisk was by Sean, and it says availability of Sean O'Connor may vary. The second asterisk by the Mr. Pibb, Scotty reserves the right to go to Taco Bell instead, depending on what he's hungry for in any given weekend. Scotty also reserves the right to suggest 6 soft-shelled tacos, no lettuce, and an extra-large Mountain Dew. It's only a dime more, rather than a $6 burger and a Pibb if he chooses Taco Bell at his eating destination. After the Type R title, there's 3 asterisks. Type R title, not an actual event or trophy. Trip to Capital Raceway dependent on track schedule and the actual desire of participants and Scotty Waz to really go there. So there's a 4 asterisks talking about the race day weekend, about having a bowl of chips. Bowl of chips may be substituted for bag of chips depending on bowl's availability.
There's a lot of availability issues, I think.
This is so good.
Asterisks after Todd Butts. Race day extravaganza dependent upon Nextel Cup schedule. Availability of a Sunday afternoon race may vary. Availability of Todd Butts may vary.
This is amazing because it's still called the Nextel Cup.
Yeah,
when
I know.
Nextel was the thing.
Exactly. That's how old this is. And finally, the pricing. There's 6 asterisks there. Prices to cover the time and wisdom extolled by one Mr. Scotty Waz and to help him move. Prices is possibly negotiable. Email with offers. Travel, housing, food, and transportation, all expenses actually, are sole responsibility of the participant and not Scotty Waz or Pit Stop Radio. Although it is very likely that quite a few Miller Lights will be included and PSR will spring for a bag of chips provide the lawn chairs for primetime Glen Burnie law sitting. Good enough offers could possibly include housing at Scotty Waz's house if you don't mind sleeping on a couch or floor, and possibility of an appearance by Chris Poisel and his baby. Really good offers. Really good offers could convince us to fly former co-host Dave Lycomey up from Tampa for a special appearance. Let us know what you're thinking. We're in the business of making PSR Styles' dream come true.
Wow.
The Chris Poisel and his baby thing made us both lose it.
That is so good. That is so good. I like how Poisel's baby mama doesn't make an appearance, but Poisel and the baby can show up. Oh, that's so good.
Oh my god. And yeah,
Well,
because
I feel like did you already send that out from the Face Off Hockey Show?
Oh, what do you mean?
The link. Can you send a link to that or no?
Oh, I can. You want to send it to you guys, or what should I send it? Just to the. I'll send it.
I don't know. I feel like our viewers would like to. Well, I mean, you did just read it all to them, so
I did most. But if they want to look at
it.
that 2004 website glory.
Can you still click on the links and actually listen to the show?
No, because those ASX files are dead.
Yeah, it's true. That server's gone, like fully gone,
long gone. My favorite part's the picture, just the sights and styles of Glen Burnie.
See, and that's even before we knew about Frank Sten, because now a trip would probably include Frank Sten to watch Dart Night.
Dude, if we updated this to Scotty Waz's weekend in Glen Burnie, Frank Sten would be included. The 3 bowling alleys and 3 miles would be included. Trip to wait, Rundle Mills is in technically Glen Burnie, so we can't go there.
Yeah, Rundle Mills is out of Glen Burnie proper.
Sawmill. We can go.
My house is still in Glen Burnie, though.
We can go and stop by. We can drive by Johnny's house, not actually go in, but drive by like a
yeah,
tour.
because I'll be asleep.
You can see the outside of the place where the studio where Johnny P does the radio show is located.
You can see the outside of the house and the dying grass.
No, actually, I don't have any grass at all. I ripped it all up.
Perfect. So
I haven't gotten my plugs yet. So.
Yeah. God, what else would happen in Glen Burnie? Sawmill. We'll go to Sawmill Creek and watch a basketball game, or the kids in the skate park. Yeah. No, we'd have. God, I almost want to update this. Oh, you know what? Since I have a new. By the way, I have a new website. I forgot to include that.
That's perfect.
ScottyWaz.com. Like legit. ScottyWaz.com. You go there. You find my. It hasn't. I've had one post there, and that's it. I'm condensing all my blogs into one that's going to go completely unnoticed. So Scotty,
are you going to turn into a motivational speaker?
I hope so. I'll still. Exactly. I should have had ScottyWaz.net, and then in the headline it's .com. Should have, but here we are. Lost opportunities, I guess.
Well, it's still time. You could forward ScottyWaz.com to ScottyWaz.net.
I could.
Hold on while we forward you to ScottyWaz.net.
And then it says it's .com.
It's .com. It's .com.
And then .org.
.org, and of course .info.
Yes.
And then .xxx, but that's only for the later years.
Yeah, and if you were still living in Calgary, .ca.
It would be. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, Richardson joins us.
I was enjoying your little flashback there. I was waiting for the right opportunity to jump in there. Boy, that was quite the treat.
Lyle, like you don't understand. Like this,
both the flashback and the opportunity to hang with you in your front yard.
I'm telling you, listen
for this racing extravaganza.
The best part about this was like number 8 of the time we were looking back on the archive website because we found like other older bullshit. Like some of my first writings from like 2001, which was just utter not that got any better, but utter garbage. So like it was a trip around the world.
I honestly thought that when you said that number 2 was you get to meet the man, I thought it was gonna be Big Stan.
Oh, I thought that's
would
where
be
you were
another
going
one.
with it too. That's where I thought you were going with it too.
Well, you would meet him as a
You'd
surprise.
have to up the price. I feel like you can't just go.
We would have to go.
For that.
We'd have
I mean,
to go.
that has to be. That's a premium excursion.
Yeah,
That's
you'd
a-
have to pay the piper. You'd have to pay the piper. You'd have to give him a cut.
That would be $450 is what that would be. And he would make a special appearance by kicking us out of the front lawn, just like, what are you animals? Nothing happening. Know the damn thing. Know the damn thing, you brat.
Get off my lawn.
There's a pool in the back. Go in the back. There's a pool.
There's a pool. Yeah. Well,
They
there
couldn't
was.
pay
but
me
now
enough
there's
to get
gonna
on
be.
this bullshit. They couldn't pay me enough for this bullshit that they're trying to run there with this podcast thing. I don't know what it is. And yeah, we got a pool in the back. Now we got to rip up that grass. She wanted the goddamn pool for the kids. I don't know what to say. I had a nice selection class. I had a Dodge Dart that I upgrade to a truck. I don't know what the hell's going on with my life. I'm 72, and this shit doesn't get any easier. So there's that. Yeah, no, like I was thinking, like we have to update it now. I would do that on the ScottyWaz.com. And yeah,
It
We'll
is
see how
weird looking back when you looking back on your work from years ago. I mean, you know, when you sit there and you look at some of what you write and you go, who was that guy?
Well, it's funny because I did the math and like the first thing I wrote, I was 17 when I first wrote it in 2000 and like March 2001 because it was after the trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, wow, I was 17 and my writing hasn't gotten better in 17 years.
Oh,
It happens a lot.
I think you're being too hard on yourself, my friend.
It
I
happens
know
a
I
lot
am.
with the pictures that I took.
Oh, yeah,
the
I
pictures that I took early, I was like, why did I ever put these on the internet? These are absolute and utter shit. And then, like, as it gets, like, you can progressively see from year to year how I got, like, better.
Yeah.
And I got better at taking pictures. And the last set were really good.
Mm-hmm.
The last
Oh,
set I
yeah,
was
you get
able
better
to
every year.
actually
Yeah, I mean, you can see. I mean, seriously, yeah, you can see the progress in your work as you go. Whether it's photography or writing, I mean, yeah, you will see the progress. But it is kind of weird. Sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's a little unsettling to look back on what you wrote years ago or what you did. And
Well, the first Face Off hockey show, we made jokes about somebody dying during practice. So
like it was hours after, and we knew.
Wow,
we knew this is where the show's going, ladies and gentlemen.
Remember, this was all before social media, folks. Wow.
Then it was before a podcast was a podcast. Lyle.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Nobody was listening. We didn't record it. It was impossible to. Well, we recorded it because we still have it, but we didn't record it. It was like you could listen to it live on the internet, or
or
No,
like
not.
after or after the fact if you stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
That would be crazy if somebody had actually listened to it and somehow managed to record it, and they could play that back and just haunt your nightmares, And then you turn around and you go, "Ooh, older me cringes at what younger me said."
No,
Yeah, I
I'm
do
pretty
that all the
sure I'd be fine. I'd be fine with what I found. In all
Yeah.
honesty,
True.
I mean, I was more upset that I got Barry Bonds' home run record wrong. I mean, that was just silly.
That was
What
kind
was
of
I
silly.
thinking?
What were you thinking, buddy? What was going on there?
Well, it's not a real record anyway because it was drug induced. So
It's
there
true.
you go. The
Those
real
are
record
asterisks.
the real record is still 755, and that belongs to Hank Aaron, who did it drug free. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Fuck you. He did it drug free.
There might have been some cocaine, but that wasn't performance enhancing.
No. Not with Hammer and Hank, my friend. Hammer and
No,
Hank
it was
a
pure
gentleman.
acid. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it,
Exactly.
isn't it
He took
interesting? I mean, we
performance
can get on-
inhibiting drugs. I love when people said, "Oh, at Babe Ruth. Well, look, Babe Ruth was hammered. Well, he was loaded drunk when he had his home run record." It's like that's what makes it more impressive. He was on performance inhibiting drugs, alcohol, hot dogs. Good
Hot dogs,
lord,
definitely.
definitely. And I mean, he was able to crank out 714 and bad boys while he was, half out of his mind on booze. I mean, come on, that's
Plus,
impressive.
they were playing in actual parks at that time.
Yes, exactly. Actual ballparks. Yeah, the real thing.
Isn't it weird though? Like we've reached a day and age where we're totally cynical on anything that happens that's like extraordinary in sports.
Well, that's because the world's made it that way. I mean, sure, part of it is probably our, for us here on the show, the fact that we're getting older. So you do grow some cynicism, some of it healthy, some of it not, as you grow older. But part of it, I think, is the world too. We live in a very, we build our heroes up so we can very quickly tear them down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
True. I'm really happy that I grew up in a day and age where Bo Jackson was allowed to be Bo Jackson.
Oh God, yeah. I think that was one of the last like real sort of, where athletes could do that. I mean, this day and age, if you had a two athlete sport trying to do that, they would tear that person apart.
And Deion Sanders, on another level, being able to do what Deion Sanders did, because he would have gotten in trouble so many times for celebrating about everything that he did.
Yeah,
the NFL would have come down on him so hard.
But he did get a Super Bowl ring, and he did play in a World Series. I mean, you got to give him that. You got to give him that. But still, Bo Jackson was better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
By a country mile. I mean, man.
Yeah, but if there was anybody in today's day and age that did what Bo Jackson, that would do today, what Bo Jackson did during his career, they would automatically be written off as doping.
Wait, you mean like Tim Tebow? You don't think Tim Tebow can?
No, not at the same time. At the same time. But to Johnny's point, yeah, we'd automatically assume, oh, he's on drugs. Even though Bo was not. He was like Herschel Walker, totally pure, man. But one of those last, like just a freak of nature, like a Chris Chelios, a kind of a Gordie Howe, a freak of nature.
Well, I mean, when you play the sport for 350, at some point you get it all together,
Chris Chelios invented the game of hockey, so of course he knew how to play it well.
Exactly. Yeah, because it was handed down to him directly from Gordie Howe, who was another freak of nature. So there you go.
Oh, I was gonna say it was from the Greek gods themselves, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, he was torn from the thigh of Zeus. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, the web archive is not working, so next week we'll have to check out the broadcast monsters and the SpectresHockey.net.
Well, you know what, Scotty? Every cloud has a silver lining.
It's true. Or SpectresHockey.tripod.com.
Oh my God! Yeah,
HTML.
I'm amazed you even remember that.
I remember I can't do any kind of.
You had to rattle that off every 2 weeks. Remember, I always used to hear
week
to rattle that off every 2 weeks, and that drove Sean nuts.
A lot of things did. He's a very irritable person.
But thanks to him, though, we managed to get that whole thing shortened up thanks to GoDaddy. So yeah, so there we go. There you go, GoDaddy. There's my free plug for you guys for the year. Now where's my 5% off? Damn it! No, kidding.
Lyle, I will ask you this: we gave you homework last week.
Yes, sir.
Did you do your homework last week?
I did my homework 10 minutes before I came on the air.
So. We were doing it on air. So.
Right after
I said that,
we should mention it. No, I saw it was there. I knew that I had to do it, and then as I came and said, I just kept doing what I used to do, like back when I was in school. Put it off until the last minute, and then it was like, okay, I'll do this on the bus going to school. There we go.
You had to make sure that none of them got injured, before the show. So
yeah,
that's why I waited till the last.
Yeah, literally before the show, like right before the show.
Yeah, I was like, I just say it as an aside. I was very lucky when I was in high school, because it was like a 40-minute bus ride for me to get to high school, because I lived so far back in the woods. They had to pump in sunlight, so that gave me plenty of time to do homework on the bus. You go. So that worked, but yeah, some habits die hard. But anyway, yes, I did my homework, sir.
So
yes,
we will be doing that later because.
And I screen captured it and everything. Like, yay! I figured it out. Screenshot the whole 9 yards. So there I can.
Oh, good, because.
But I can't do the screen share, so I'm gonna email it to you.
Sounds good.
Remember last time I tried that, it turned into a glorious clusterfuck, and then I wound up going off the air.
Man, I loved that concert last week.
Yeah, glorious clusterfuck.
Glorious clusterfuck. There,
That
from
look,
my lips to your brains,
Here's
it's,
the
it's
thing.
all yours
Wow.
for fun and for free. It's yours, no copyright. It's
I
yours.
saw a glorious
Take it.
clusterfuck in a basement show at Fargo this past week. Like they had these weird openers called "And Your Mother Too." Like, that was a weird
Yeah,
show.
yeah. From
kinda
behind.
Yeah,
was
no.
probably the opener.
Oh, that way, yeah. the
From
opening act
behind
from
was a
behind.
starter.
Yeah, Reach Around as well. That was, that was a big show.
Lyle, you know, Reach Around.
acts.
Reach Around stays in Arizona. Like we all know. I've read all the rags. I read all the rags. I know they stay in Arizona because they like their gun laws there.
Yes, and their Redfield T-bomb. I was listening to you guys.
Exactly.
I was listening.
I thought he was dead.
I thought it was hilarious. You were looking to see if he was still, if he was even still alive.
I thought he died. Like I was so scared.
Yes, he has
so
not
scared.
came to the bucket.
It's like, oh no. When if he and here's hoping he still has a long happy life ahead of him. But if he does pass away, and we're still doing the show, we will have to commemorate it because he took up a key part of our lives for almost a year.
He
Pretty
got the
much.
highest
Back in the
ratings
day.
our show has ever seen.
Yeah.
Redfield
That's
T-bomb,
actually true.
gone but not forgotten.
I don't get the team that I picked. I'm just looking at it now. I'm like, why am I getting so many guys with modified no trade clauses still available here?
I mean, I'm telling you, my team is the best. My team is the best team.
Best. It's huge. It's huge.
My team could possibly be the fucking worst.
Wait, well, hold on to your hat there, bud.
Because here's the thing: I got three guys that have modified no trade clauses that somehow got through the cracks.
Oh, I have
I got-
5.
I got an entry level contract and a 35 plus. So what are you gonna do?
got through the crack. They're opening for Reach Around.
Yeah, no, I like that they're playing at the Tucson Convention Center parking lot. So be there.
Or
They're
B
only
square.
in Lot D. They're only in Lot D. Just go around the circle of cars. That's where the wall of death will set up. And then when they start to play, yeah, but guess what? The fist wasn't all the way through. That's when you start colliding in the wall of death.
Okay.
All right. Their claim to fame being one of the opening acts for Glorious Clusterfuck.
Mhm.
So
Larry
pull out's going to be on a side stage.
Yes. Yes.
No, they were supposed to show up, but then they didn't come.
Oh, well, that's
Sorry.
because they only just finished up their road show with Used Trojan. So,
Well,
Yeah.
and also, sorry, this never happened before. Is I hate to say that they're breaking up.
yeah, oh, I know.
They're
Well,
breaking up.
their last album, Spermicide, didn't do very well at all.
No,
so,
not really.
yeah.
No,
It's sad when they go through the
a rough time. It was a rough time.
Wow.
Well,
we went off on a
Although I
tangent there.
do, their set is short. But the best 36 seconds of her life is a great band.
It is a great band, also a great album.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
The
Well-
self-titled one. Oh,
I will never forget their follow-up album, "Ribbed for Your Pleasure." I mean, that was
That's really good.
that was just fantastic.
that was really good.
Hmm
There's
This escalated quickly, guys.
I just want to say this: "Wrong Hole" could be the best album I've ever listened to. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, but their second album, Exit Only, is better, I think.
Yeah, but it started going
But you know what?
downhill. It started going downhill with Finger Pies, though.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the thing is, "You Got It in My Hair" was always a good song. Like, I mean, all honesty.
Yeah, but who can forget their concept album, Sneeze Guard? That was they went way out of their comfort zone with that one.
Well, yeah. Well, you got to get conceptual
You know.
every now and again, right?
Well,
Well,
it's
it's true.
almost too bad that Eve 6 stole their song Stay Tonight, because
Yeah.
that might have been good. That might have been theirs.
Mm.
The concept album I maybe have feelings for my brother was definitely on. It was out of left field. But you know what? Good for them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know.
The important parts.
Wow.
So Lyle, we talk about established bands on the underground scene. What's an established player that the Dallas Stars are going to trade their third pick for? Because that seems to be up in the air with Jim Nill and his $84 million worth of goaltending.
Yeah, exactly. Which you'll buy part of that out when he rids himself of some when he says sorry Niemi, we're anti Niemi here, so we're getting out.
No longer pro Niemi.
We're no longer pro Niemi
for another starter.
Thank you, Mark. Yes, the sad trombone there. But yeah, ready to willing to try and you know, I mean this year's draft. I know it's not a deep one compared to the last.
Well,
couple
apparently
years.
it is if you ask the NHL.
Well, because of course they're trying hype Chicago, you know.
Lyle,
But,
the hoops we're trying to get through.
Oh dear, really?
Again.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It wasn't all that long ago, was
I
it?
loved their '94 live concert.
Yeah, I know. That was the
true.
best. That was the best. Yeah, that was the best for sure. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sakes! And the hoops I have to jump through live.
Yeah, it's better than Frampton.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. They really came alive. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But you know, I remember it used to be so simple. You just wrote in and you heard back yay or nay, and you usually heard back like within a couple of weeks. At least that's the way it was for the Montreal draft. Anyway, that one was like, yeah.
Apparently, there's a vetting process now.
Well, I think when they saw that, I think when they saw the picture I tweeted last year myself with my media pass saying, "Hey, look, they'll let anybody come to this thing." I think
Yeah,
so.
you fucked us.
I apologize for that.
They don't look at stuff like that, like people that actually have legitimate sites.
Oh,
So,
I know. Like or folks like yourself who've been going there every fucking year. I saw that list you posted up, by the way, Johnny, on Twitter.
That's nice. It's a good list, isn't it?
It's one thing to it's one thing to talk about it, yeah, but when you actually see it written down and listed, you're just like, holy crap, man. Like these guys have been going to every one for like 15 years, 16 years, and you still got to jump through hoops to friggin' get accredited. I mean, come on. At some point,
the NHL.
At some point, you should
With our
build up something like the equivalent of frequent flyer, miles with the NHL, so they just go, oh yeah, rubber stamp. Yeah, we know who these guys are. Let them in.
Well, here's the
Then,
thing.
then again, maybe it's wait a minute. We know who these guys are.
That could be it too. Like, here's the fuck it. We'll pull the curtain back. Because fuck
Sure.
Dallas. I don't give a shit what Jim Nill does.
Well, no, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to
But here's the okay. So we were denied credentials, and I asked why.
Mm.
And apparently, they had spoken with the Washington Capitals allegedly, even though I didn't tell them we cover the Washington Capitals. The only thing they have is that we're from Maryland.
Mm.
And they said that, yeah, we spoke with the Capitals. They didn't credential you. I'm like, yeah, no shit. I'm in North Dakota. Johnny's in Glen Burnie. We were credentialed by the University of North Dakota. I had Jason Hagew, who's a big wig at UND, confirm as much.
Mm-hmm.
And the sheer fact of like, yeah, no, what happens now is we get things and then we go to the teams. It's like, well, how the fuck? First off, how the fuck do you know that I'm in North Dakota and I cover the Capitals. There's various ways you can cover the Capitals now.
Yes.
Like you don't have to be there in the press box. Stupid. I don't cover the Oilers or the Jets yet. I was approved to go to the Heritage Classic. How the fuck does that work?
Yeah.
Like this is one of your premier events that no one gave a shit about, and you let myself and Jen in under the banner of Face Off Hockey Show.
Yep.
We've been going since 2002 is the 2002 to 2000. I think 3 or 4 we were under BroadcastMonsters.com, then Face Off Hockey Radio Show. Yeah, and now we're denied because we don't cover a team that we're nowhere near.
Oh, for God's sake, that's ridiculous.
Because they go to the teams and let the teams decide at that point.
So basically, well, what happened? And so this raises the question: if let's say, for example, if I was going to go, and I was going to go under Spectors Hockey, because I could try going with Bleacher Report, but that's kind of up in the air. If they would actually be, if that could actually be credentialed, I could try to go through with the Hockey News, but they already have their own people. They have their own guys covering it, so I know that that's a no go. I could ask, but it would be sorry, dude, and I can't go through the Guardian here because sorry, I'm just freelance with them, not full time staff, and besides, they whatever they. Whatever it's called. But anyway, but if I was trying to go under Spectors Hockey because I cover the league, would they reject me because I don't cover a specific team?
Apparently, is what I'm
Holy
hearing
shit.
from the people of the NHL. The discussion I had with my people, with their people, is that if they defer to a team, not once did I ever say who we cover. Not once have I ever divulged that. Not once have they ever gave me a problem with
Well,
that.
you never had to ask. You
They
never had to
ask.
specify.
So the point is this right now is whether the NHL doesn't like independent media or they don't like the fact that some of these people are actually succeeding without a big sponsor or a big name behind them. I'm not sure. But the fact we've been going since 2002 and only in the last 5 years have we had this fucking issue with this league?
Yeah.
And I've defended this goddamn league and the people at the head of it to the hilt.
Sure you have.
And the lack of respect from their communications department, at least the people I deal with, the people above them, I don't know. I have other people on that.
Yeah.
So they can deal with that. But the people I've dealt with have given me nothing but fucking trouble, which shows A, lack of respect, B, a lack of decency for a league that needs every single inch of coverage they can get on any facet of media.
Agreed.
So if they want to shut down people who've been loyal to them and are willing to pay out of pocket to get to a place to do this for free, because we're not getting paid to do this. We're not having anybody pay us to do this. We're not getting any sponsorship as far as I know right now. And nothing is to offset cost. So if nothing is offsetting cost and we're putting this out of our own pocket, why are we not getting the respect that we should? Because I'm not saying we deserve this. It is what it is. Last year, if we didn't credentials, I could see why it was a big draft. This year, name me 3 guys.
Yeah, really.
Name me 3 guys, and I'll give you Nolan Patrick as one. Name me 2 other guys.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that I have with it. Last year, I could see whatever, Austin Matthews, fine.
Sure. And your proximity to Toronto and the whole thing, it was going to be
that I can understand.
Sure.
This year,
but we still got in that one.
We got in.
Yeah.
We got in because we asked for 4 and we only got 2. We bargained down to 2. This year we asked for 3 and we might be bargained to 1.
Wow.
My point is this, is that if the NHL wants any kind of goddamn decency, if they want people to protect them and give them the publicity that they want, they need to stop treating the media people who actually, want to give themselves some publicity. Stop giving them shit.
Yeah, really.
I'm not asking for the fucking, don't give me all access pass. Give me something to get in, to get interviews that I can get for some other shows, for some other websites, to just branch off there. People that cannot go there because of this bullshit that the NHL is pulling. I did stuff last year for the University of North Dakota for their website because they didn't have a representative there for one reason or another, because it is what it is. But I was able to get them content. I was going to get them content this year too for one of their kids. Why are you shutting people down when they want to go ahead and protect you? Now, of course, if this actually goes ahead and we get a credential, great, but it doesn't withstand the fact that we have had to jump over hurdle after hurdle after hurdle for something that we have freely given of ourselves. This is a vacation for most of us. This is the one vacation we get a year or something like that, where it's fun. We can experience things. We can experience a new city, something we may never do. And yet the NHL wants to take that away from people because the teams don't want it, allegedly.
Yeah. No. So, and listen, I don't blame you. That's, that's a good rant, my friend. Seriously, I mean, I'm the same as you guys. I mean, I pay for it out of pocket. I mean, sure, I went twice with Fox Sports, but they didn't.
That just got you in the door.
That got me in. I got in. It helped me to get in the door. But I mean, all of that was out of my own pocket. I went with you guys last year, and that was thanks to Johnny very graciously giving up. And thanks again for that, my brother. I appreciate that. Still, big respect for that. But, I went with you guys, and I mean, I saw how much work you did last year. I mean, well, it's not like you weren't working before, but I mean, Jesus, this time we were doing radio spots, plus you were running off doing interviews and then running back and pounding out copy. You and I both sitting there elbow to elbow, just going to town on our laptops. So, I mean, we're doing this out of our own pocket. I mean, whatever money I got from it came from advertising from my, from my website. And, you know, the 2 times with Fox Sports, it was just part of content that I would have got paid whether I went or not, whether I was covering it from my office on TV or whether I was there. There was no raise for it. I was getting the same amount of money regardless. But like you said, it's like a vacation. It's a great opportunity to network as well, to get to know other people in the business, in the industry. I mean, before Montreal, I only knew you guys, you know. Mm-hmm. And it was great to hang out with you guys, but then we got to know Wyshynski and Leahy and everybody else. I got to meet some other guys in the business like Pierre LeBrun, you know, and that was fantastic. You know, I mean, nothing ever came of it other than to go, hey, how you doing? But at least it was good to finally meet these people face to face, and at least either a brief chat or you get to know them and actually get to stay in touch with them all these years. You know, it helps. It's connections. It helps. You know, so I can look and I can understand if it's, well, we've got a lot of people who, you know, or a lot of sites or whatever who want to, you know, who want to join up. I get that. But, you know, you guys have been doing this regularly for years. I mean, I'm sure there should be some kind of a seniority system here. You know what I mean? Right. Where you guys have been there every year consistently. So, you know,
I consider advanced stats, Lyle, being able to count to 15 is advanced stats, and the NHL doesn't like advanced stats. We found that out.
I'd be interested to see how many Deadspin writers are going to be there to sarcastically make fun of the draft the entire time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ryan Lambert will be there. Don't worry. Ryan Lambert will be there.
Yeah, but he's there under the banner of Yahoo Sports.
Yahoo!
So I mean, that's fine. That's
I don't know if Ryan Lambert will be there actually, so I shouldn't say that.
By the way, speaking of Yahoo, man, I mean, ouch, the purge last week.
Yeah, that was rough. Really good writers.
You know, yeah. I never met Jen Neal and Josh Cooper, but I've followed their work for years, and you know, I was very happy for them when I saw them, you know, a few years ago. They got picked up by, you know, for Puck Daddy. Josh Cooper, of course, he had written with the Tennessean. I mean, Jen came from the Ducks blog there in SB Nation, where she'd done a good job. But Josh Cooper had come from the Tennessean. I mean, he was, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he was one of their beat writers a few years ago.
That's correct, I believe.
Yeah, and then he went on to go national with Puck Daddy, and it was bad enough seeing Jen, you know, getting the cut, but then the next day finding out that Josh got it too, it was like, ouch. I mean, this is a wicked time in our industry right now. You know, this is tough. I mean, I wound up earlier this year having my workload reduced with a couple of sites that I freelance with. But I mean, fortunately, I'm able to land on my feet because I have my website and I have my military pension. So that helps. You know, it doesn't. Nobody likes losing money, but by the same token, I can still do this and make a living. These guys were doing this as their full-time jobs, and now they got to go out and find something else, and it may not pay as well. So, you know, tough times there.
Looking at all the media credentials I have it's like
I'm not gonna dangle the mere 3 that I have. I bow down to you guys. You know?
Jesus Christ. Let's see. IIHF, Heritage Classic Part 1, Max World Championships, which not really midget tournament, whatever.
Don't matter.
Card for the Hitman. My security pass for when I was a stick boy. That's a weird one. All 3 Hitman hockey things that I have. My EA Sports thing when we took the EA Sports tour.
That was an awesome trip.
That was a great trip. That was a trip for the ages in Vancouver.
Yeah, that was also when I got nationally profiled by getting the Godfather game from EA Sports.
That's true. That was pretty good. My this year's pass from the University of North Dakota. This year's pass from the NCAA. This year's pass for the Shields because I went to a monster truck. No, not that one. Heritage Classic from this year. Then we got Buffalo. Then we got Florida. Then we got this weird Jersey one. Then we got, when was that one?
That was Pittsburgh. That was sideways, wasn't it?
It was the weird Philly one. My top prospects thing from the CHL. Jersey, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Los Angeles, Montreal. This giant one from Ottawa. This other giant one from Columbus, Vancouver, Carolina, Nashville, Toronto. So what I'm trying to say is I have a lot of things in my... I'm a very dignified gentleman. But it's like there's no maybe they're trying to weed us out. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe this is our song, like our swan song.
It used to be so much easier because a decade ago,
Media credentials from the Washington Capitals. Media credentials.
There you go.
Broadcast
Monsters.
You know what's interesting is I used to be able to get media credentials for the Capitals by emailing them 2 days before the game, and they would be like, "Yeah, go ahead and show up. It might not be there, but we'll handwrite you one if you come."
I mean, simpler days, wasn't it? I mean, like I said, a decade ago, less than a decade ago, it was so easy. Because they were really embracing, oh, bloggers want to come too? Yeah, great, sure, come on in. Oh, independent, sure, come on in. And now it just seems like, oh, well, we're not so sure now. Well, who are you? Oh, well.
Exactly.
Just like, well, I've been coming here for a while, guys. Yeah, how about, oh, well, like I said, I can understand me. I've only been 3 times. You guys have been there every damn year since, 2002? So come on.
And I might get some flack. Oh, is you showing? Yes, I am showing off. I have to. Like, you have to fucking. You got to kind of prove
your point.
If this is going to be the way it's going to be fucking be, you goddamn right, I'm going to peacock all over the fucking place. I'm tired of this bullshit from the NHL, from a league that we're supposedly going to bring the fans in. Why wouldn't a show like this bring fans in? I mean, this is a show. Like, if it's not, it proves that anybody can have a podcast. I think this show does. For the longevity that we've had it, you can have a podcast too.
And for many years, we literally did bring fans to the draft. Like, we literally brought fans.
You
to
did,
the draft.
yeah.
That's true. That is true, actually.
That's true.
Columbus was
we still have about 35 to 40,000 views and listens a year.
I have a lot of lanyards too. Like, this is an inordinate amount of lanyards.
Enormous.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. The fucking I love the NHL, but it makes me want to hate it.
Yeah.
I love them, but it makes me want to hate them too.
I miss the days when they were on the Nashville network
so
or
I'm just
whatever.
gonna say this the nicest way possible that I
network.
can. Isn't it straight up NHL though? It's like, no, love us. Oh, sorry, you guys are doing it wrong. We're not gonna actually let you guys in. Sorry about that. We wanted you to talk about the NHL and to promote the NHL, but it's just not right. So so you should actually you should learn the history of the entire NHL and then come back to us, and then you can be a fan. I'm sorry, then you can be media again, because in order to, it's like the same thing of all the new fans coming to hockey. It's like, love our sport. Sorry, you can't be a bandwagon fan because you're doing that wrong.
I'd prefer that they actually tell us that they listened to the show and then told us this is why you're not.
I would understand.
Exactly. You could then turn around and go, well, hey, remember what it was? It wasn't in Montreal that
Columbus, where Johnny called out the fucking NHL people in front of their faces.
No. Well,
that was deserved.
That's true too.
I worked for an entire fucking month to get that interview, and then nothing happened.
And then the Caps fucked this again this year.
Yeah, but wasn't it? What year was it that we no? It was Montreal. It was the Face Off Hockey Show banned at the Bell.
Yeah, we were banned at the Bell Center. That was for one reason or another. FaceOffHockeyShow.com was banned.
Yeah,
banned already.
But I mean, that was just more of a technical snafu, wasn't it? I don't think that was. I don't know what that was.
More just I don't maybe the ad thing that we had. I don't fucking.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. But the thing was though, I what got me though was you notice, like, we wound up going from the risers to you're up in the press box to last year. Yeah, you're in the back in the cafeteria.
Well, first off, we just got lost in the bowels of the odd.
No, but even so, but regardless. But in previous years, you guys were up in the press box.
Yes, because here's what happened, and this I will give NHL a pass on.
Okay,
is because they had that new video screen in. And that you had to have the projection there, so they cut the rafters by like 10 rows.
Yeah.
So it's not just us that was in the press box. Everyone else was up in the press box too. Right. And then the workroom was when Philly, Mark and I were in the workroom, literally as the hallway. It was almost like I was waiting for, this is before Kirk Cousins did it, but I was waiting for him to come down and just say, "You like that? You like that?" And then walk away.
But there were cheesesteaks,
they were delicious.
Yeah. Well, the food, I have to say, the food was good in Buffalo too. Those sandwiches were fantastic.
That cookie was the size of my head.
I know, it was the size of a hubcap. It was it was so great. And Tina wanted me to bring one back for her, and I said, honey, I won't be able to get
make the flight.
baggage. It wouldn't have made it. It wouldn't have made it. They would have seized it as contraband, and then the bastards just would have ate it in the back room.
They would have had to check this.
Yeah, exactly.
My point is this: give us a fucking credential, you sons of bitches. We have not only helped you along, we have been with you for your We did a show for an entire year. There was none of your league, and we still came back.
Oh my God, yes.
Fuck.
Boy, that was a long year in our lives. Wow.
We're borderline like the cute girl that stuck around with you through your dark days, but then when you became a celebrity, you dropped her and went for somebody else.
We have Stockholm syndrome with the NHL right now. Like, this is the point where it is.
We could be an obscure band podcast, for God's sakes.
We could be making up so much bullshit.
We could be half of our show anyway is just us going off on tangents, but we always still come back to hockey in the end. Speaking of which, Jim Nill in his 3rd round draft pick.
Speaking of coming back to hockey, Jim Nill.
Jim Nill in his 3rd round draft pick.
The 3rd round draft pick or 3rd pick overall?
I'm sorry, 3rd pick overall. Yeah, 3rd round draft pick. Who cares? No, 3rd pick overall. And again, I know this year's draft isn't supposed to be a very deep one talent-wise, but if you're willing to shop the 3rd round or 3rd overall pick, to get yourself an established defenseman in a time when the expansion draft could see teams like Anaheim and Minnesota, maybe the Islanders or the Predators at risk of losing a good defenseman to the draft, so they might be willing to trade, but they don't want to take anything back that could further complicate their draft protection list, then that pick could, maybe that might draw some interest. Maybe if you're Anaheim and you're at risk of losing somebody like Brandon Montour or Josh Manson, no, you won't lose Montour because he's exempt. Sammy Vatanen, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody like him, or Cam Fowler, or Hampus Lindholm, or is Josh Manson available? Is he unprotected?
I think he might be.
I think he's available to that.
Are we not all assuming that it's going to be Jacob Silverberg anymore?
If you're, or even if you're at that risk of losing, they're going to do what they can.
He got taken off my list.
They're going to do what they can to protect those two guys, those two forwards. So it's a defenseman they could risk. Hey, maybe you would move one. Maybe you'd move a Josh Manson to get a third round. Shut up, Lyle. 3rd overall draft pick.
This is why you're not going to the draft.
I know, because it's because of my Alzheimer's. That's why. That's right. I said it, and I don't care. Screw you, politically correct.
Larry Brooks is still allowed to go. Then Lyle.
All right, here's the fucking thing too.
Unlike certain pundits, I can type with all my phalanges.
Here's the thing: the Caps don't have a fucking pick till the 3rd round, and they're still not letting us in. That should be dedication enough for fuck anyway.
We only want to go on day 1. Well, I guess Scotty wants to go on day 2.
No, day 2 is probably
I
where
went
my
on day
butters
2 last year.
Or 2 years ago. Yeah, you went. Did you go last year?
I didn't have a press schedule last year. I just drank for a weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because he gave it up, because he sacrificed. He gave it to me, but you did. No, you didn't go drinking all weekend. You went and played golf.
That's right. True. I played golf also. I had a really good golf round up there.
Drinking and golfing are not mutually exclusive.
That's true.
That's actually true. That's a very true story.
Yes.
Anyway, speaking of Anaheim, what's going to happen to them?
They're going to lose a defenseman. They're good. Well, because they're going to protect Silverberg and Raquel. They have to. They have to protect those guys. So, I think maybe they'll try to see if they can get Kevin Bieksa to waive his no movement clause. Basically, tell him, look, you got 1 year left in your contract. You're 35 now. They're not going to pick you. So, for the good of the team here, so we can, if you waive it that way, we can protect a younger guy. I think if you put it in the right way, I think you go for it, because honestly, I don't see GM picking Bieksa if he's available, because he's only got a year left. Again,
because he's going to pick Brooks Orpik.
Kevin,
there you go.
We need you to expose yourself.
There's going to be some interesting. Listen, there's going to be some interesting moves made.
Lyle, if I may, what is the whole modified no trade? Can they be exposed, or they have to be protected?
Modified no trade, yes. No trade. If you've got a full no trade clause, you can be exposed in the draft. It's a full no movement clause.
that you're.
Now, if you're like somebody like let's say Marc-Andre Fleury, where you've got a no movement clause, which is essentially just there to ensure you can never be demoted, right?
Right.
With a modified no trade, you still have to be protected from the expansion draft unless you agree to waive it, or to be exposed in the draft, or you accept a trade.
So because of that, there are waiver exempt guys are automatically protected too. Correct?
Oh God, yeah.
So the Ducks right now: Corey Perry, Ryan Getzlaff, Ryan Kessler, Nick Ritchie, and Andre Kasse. Who what a
I got
year!
a waiver exempt guy on my team.
Did you?
Oh, I thought waiver. Okay, I may be wrong on that.
Well,
I thought the guys that were exempt from waivers, because those are usually guys in their first 2 years who have 2 years or less.
I think they might be. I think they might still be able to be. Because
no, you're probably right.
Spoiler alert! I put Linus Omark on my team, and he has the icon for waiver exempt still.
There you go.
Interesting. I think it could be like no movement has rights over XYZ.
Let's be honest. Jeff Schultz is available, and GM is going to take him. So I don't know why.
Because he just can't help himself.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing, Mark. Why would he pass that up when he can get him on this sweet free agency July 1st?
That's a good point. It's a good point.
Why and overpay for him then.
So you can Here's where I bail you out, Mark. Here's where tag out, quick.
Okay. Hot tag.
There you go. Hot tag. The reason why you do that is that way you could get his exclusive negotiating rights for the remaining 2 weeks in order to be able to re-sign him before July 1st. Ha ha!
Beat all the other teams to the punch. Good.
Exactly. Because who wouldn't want that hot mess that is Jeff Schultz?
You guys have swayed me. You're right. That is the smartest idea. The smartest bet right now.
That's the only reason why you would do that. Honestly,
oh, man,
that's why.
Hold on. He was 40 games short of being available. He had to play 40 games this year.
Yeah, he played all year in the AHL.
All year in the 40 games short. Damn.
Shit. Okay, never mind.
Is it wrong that I'm actually more excited about the trades before the expansion draft than the
No, it's not.
Draft?
Listen, the Pierre LeBrun today was saying that he anticipates that the period from the end of the playoffs to July 1st of this year could be one of the busiest could bring about one of the busiest off seasons in NHL history. Now that's saying something when you think back that the busiest one was right after the end of that season-killing lockout, when everybody was scrambling to sign guys and trade guys and all that happy shit. So that's saying something. I think in terms of actual trades, though, I think that's probably where we're going to see like a lot of movement, because there's going to be guys that are going to be asked to waive their no movement clause. There's going to be guys that are going to get traded that we don't expect to get traded. Like I'll be very surprised we come out of the end of this and we go, oh, geez, didn't see as much activity as we thought we would see.
Yes.
So
didn't see as much. Damn it. Didn't see as much activity as I thought I would see.
Yeah.
Back in 98.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was their show in Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
Yes. They opened for Royal Clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm. God, that would be a fantastic British band.
Exactly.
The Royal Clusterfucks. My God.
There was John Clusterfuck, but in the UK, they moved to the UK and changed their name to Royal Clusterfuck, and that's where they got a new lease. They're huge in Europe. After they had
Lyle, that's already taken though. That was by Oasis.
That explains
too
the lawsuit.
soon, Lyle? Is that too soon?
That explains the lawsuit. There we go. And scene. There we go.
All right. Well,
how are we going to do this team situation?
Yeah, because I can just rattle them off here. I mean, Jesus, because I every time I try to do screen share, it just didn't work.
All right, go for it, Lyle. What do you got, Lyle?
All right, okay. I'm just gonna rattle off noisily here. Okay, my expansion forwards are as follows. Okay, here's my forwards: Troy Brouwer, Marcus Kruger, Lee Stempniak, Ryan Strome, Riley Sheahan, Vladislav Nemeshnikov, Torrey Mitchell, William Karlsson, Dmitry Jaskin, Iiro Pekkarinen, Colton Sissons, who drove the dagger into the heart of the Mighty Ducks, or Ducks. They're not.
That
mighty.
was one hell of a goal, by the way.
That was Scott Wilson, Ryan Zengel, Nick Cousins, Jacob Josephson, Josh Jurs, and Marco Dano.
Book 'em.
Okay, that's your forwards. Now, the defense and the goaltending looks a lot sexier. Right off the top, Sammy Vatanen, Brendan Dillon, Adam McQuaid, Matt Dumba, Luka Biza, Braden McNabb, Alexei Marchenko, Cody Franson, Alex Petrovich, and Jamie Alexiak. Your goaltenders, Antti Ranta, Calvin Pickard, who really impressed me in the World Championships playing for Canada, and your very own Philip Garuba. Those are my picks. So I didn't really deviate too much. But yeah,
what's your cap hit? Do you have a cap hit?
Oh God, I'm going to need to get way more people, or at least take on a big contract, because my cap hit is a whopping 44 million. I am barely
skimping
squeaking over the minimum 43.8.
Chris Pronger is still out there.
I am just 200K over that minimum.
Remember, you could take Brooks Orpik from the cap.
Like seriously, that'll hit you good.
Oh yeah.
All right, who wants to go next?
I can go. I got mine up.
All right, Johnny.
Go, dude.
My forwards check in at 16 forwards at $28,991,666.
Wow, you are precise, sir.
If Miro Shatan is not on this list because of that number.
I agree, but I do have a devil. I have Benoit Pouliot, Colin Wilson, Jamie McGinn, Marcus Kruger, which is probably Freddie's brother, I think.
Hey-o.
Derek Dorsett, Blake Comover, Lance Bouma, Riley Shahan, Vladislav Namasek. No, what is that?
Nemestikov.
Nemestika.
Pierre Edouard Bellemare.
Ooh.
Devontae Smith-Pelly, Tom Kuhnackel, Tom Pyatt, Neil Yakupov, Patrick Sharp, and Brian Boyle.
Nice.
That's who I have on the defense. 11 defenders, $27,298,810. I have Jason Demers, Jack Johnson, Jonas Brodin, Simon Dupree, Mark Stewart, Matt Green, Kevin Millar, David Schlemko, Klaus Dahlbach, Calvin DeHaan, and Nikita Nesterov. And then in goal, I am also going with Antti Ranta and Philip Grubauer. And my third goalie is Linus Ullmark, who is waiver exempt, so I can send him to the minors. My cap hit is $57.3 million out of the 73.
Well done. Do you have all your contracts for next year, John?
I have 22 out of 20 contracts.
There you go. Good work.
Yeah, I had all mine as well. I had no free agents in mine.
Mark?
I don't want to be last. Yeah, Scotty, I want you to want this one out because I feel like your team's going to be legit. My team, not so legit.
Oh, my team is under the guise of being GM, and the deals that will be made. So it'll be excellent.
So this is going to be very Washington,
because I want to know how quickly you can name off all the players.
Yeah.
So Lyle, my number one, making the most money out of everyone of all my forwards. My forwards, I have 17 of them at $25.9 million. Tomas Plekanec. Number one.
Wow.
Not going to happen. But you know what? It would be good to see that happen.
It would be good if Montreal, if they could take him off Montreal's hands, that would free up to sweet $6 million.
I feel like he'd be really nice in Vegas, you know? Jacob Silverberg, Blake Como, Lance Bouma, Riley Sheehan went 1-2-3 with John there, which is kind of weird because who would have thought? He just can't quit. GM cannot quit Eric Fair.
No.
That is a very GM move right there.
You can't quit him. You know, he scored 70 goals once in the NHL.
There you go.
WHL. Eric Condra, I got coming next. Chris Stewart, Adam Lowry, William Karlsson, Riley Nash, Nicholas Deslauriers, Adam Cracknell, Nick Dowd. Never heard of that. Chris Tierney. Also can't quit Matt Hendricks.
Yep.
Can't quit
He's
Matt
35, but you can't quit
out alone.
Yeah. And then Magnus Pajarvi
Mhm.
He's
from
the strongest
St. Louis
man in the
Blues.
NHL.
It's true.
Yep.
On defense, I got 10 of them at 14.7 mil.
Ooh.
Andrew McDonald.
Andrew McDonald. Wow, you did the Flyers a favor.
Well, I had to get him over the salary cap. My salary cap is 44.8, so yeah, there's your 5 million.
There you go.
Ben Lovejoy, Thomas Hickey, Nick Holden, also doing the Rangers a favor.
Yes.
Kevin Connaughton. Connaughton?
Connaughton.
Connaughton? I don't know what that is.
Connaughton.
Trevor Van Riemsdyk, Alex Biega, Matt Irwin. Great name. Strong name, Irwin.
Yeah.
Trevor Daly
Crikey.
and Alex Petrovic. And my goaltenders, I have 3 of them
Mm-hmm.
because I had to.
Sure.
Eddie Lack, Andrew the Ham Hammond, and
Nice.
Philip Grubauer.
Everybody loves some Philip Grubauer.
What's your cap total?
$44.8 million.
Just slightly
Bargain
higher than
basement.
mine.
My God.
You and I, if you and I as GMs, we are definitely budget
Hey
gentlemen.
man, the free agent market is going to be booming.
Oh,
and that's
that's
money.
that's where
wrong.
the dineros are, my friend.
All right, so I'm just going to go cap hit right now. 62.050 million.
Wow,
Scotty.
go big or go home, says Scotty Watts.
Did you sign Celine Dion off of her Vegas
exactly. I
contract?
got her for a residency. She's singing the anthem all the time, and then
Yeah.
I'm going to get butt hurt when I bring loud singers in for the playoffs.
That's true. That is true.
Oh,
Flip the script.
Fantastic.
I mean, you can get Rascal Flatts to sing in the playoffs because they have a residency as well.
That's true. By the way, Dennis K. Morgan, enough of you. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna just cut the attention with a knife, and I'm just gonna go right to goaltending. 3 of them.
Mm.
I got Jimmy Howard.
Wow.
I got Eddie Lack.
Yeah.
I got Aaron Dell.
Who?
Ooh, interesting
Dude, you're
interesting
getting
grab
Adele.
from the San Jose Sharks.
Yes. Defense. I got 11 of them for $28 million. Got Jason
See,
Demers.
Scotty built his team
What?
from the back out.
Yeah.
You
back that
definitely
ass
took
up.
Brooks Orpik.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jason Demers, Jonas Brodin, Lucas Spiza, Ben Lovejoy, Kevin Millar, who's a great first baseman defensively, plays DH too.
Fantastic.
Brandon Davidson, Martin Marison, Murinson, Kevin Connaughton, Chris Weidman, who's had himself a playoff.
Yeah, and he didn't concuss a referee, so that's
the other Weidman.
a good Weidman.
Yeah, that was Dennis. Yeah.
Stephen Johns from Dallas. I think they're going to build for the future. Brooks Orpik. So my forwards, I'm committing to the bit that Orpik is going to go, and they're going to make a side deal. I love it.
Oh, we laugh now. Scotty will crow like there's no tomorrow if Brooks Orpik ends up
Are you
in
kidding
Vegas after
Are
the
you
dust
serious?
settles.
Celebration at every bar in DC if they take Brooks
Oh
Orpik
my
off the cap.
God. If that happens, oh.
If Vegas takes Brooke Orpik, I might not even make it on the show. I'll just pass. I will literally pass out in my living room and not come.
Everyone is saying that the Caps window is closing. GM can literally
Yes,
open the window
open
again.
it up.
Yes, he could open
No,
that
he
window
opened-
by
If he takes Brooks Orpik, that's not opening the window. He fucking kicked it in. And he's like, and he's literally just kicked it and walked away. I mean, it's wide open again.
I will
if
say
that's what occurs.
Anything but Philip Grubauer. If they don't pick Grubauer, I consider it a win for the Caps. It's going to be
That's
Orpik.
true. He's good.
Yeah.
Forwards, 16 of them for 25. Jakob Silberberg, Marcus Kruger. I think we're all on the Kruger chain.
Yeah.
Kevin Hayes.
P.S.
Because he's restricted free agency after that year too. I got a lot of guys who are restricted free agents.
Got a year left to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys could go. Yeah.
Very true. From the garbage heap that is the Avalanche, Joe Colburn. God, there was no one there.
Calvin Pickard. Calvin Pickard.
My 3 goalies.
I tell you, but he, like I said, I was a bit uncertain, but I wouldn't have picked. But then I was watching the games that he played for Canada, the World Championship. Amazing when he has a good team in front of him, at least a decent team in front of him. So that's why I went for him. because I'm like, Jesus, he would be bound to do better in Vegas than that burning tire fire that is the Avalanche. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. Please,
Michael Raffle.
God,
get your ticket.
50-50 chance he goes.
Exactly. He can't quit Jason Chimera.
Well done.
Yes. Lance Bolma, Sean Matthias, William Carlson,
Hey,
Cedric Paquette,
There you go.
William Carrier, Nick Dowd, Colton Sisson, who's going to get paid
Oh,
this
big
summer.
time. Big time.
Next summer, because that's when his thing is up.
Big time.
Tommy Kuhneckel, Anton Lander from Edmonton, and then Marcus Payarvi Svensson from your St. Louis Blues.
what? Not Magnus Pajari?
No, no, that's who I meant. I said Marcus for some reason. Magnus Payarvi Svensson.
Magnus Payarvi. Yeah.
So yeah, I went with guys who I think they'd be able to sign or get rid of the next year, and guys they can use as a building block off of, which is why I picked Aaron Dell, because I think going forward, Aaron Dell could be their franchise guy.
So the question is, when are the protected players going to be announced so that we can do this again?
June 17th.
All right,
5 p.m. Eastern Time, June 17th. That's when that's the deadline for the protected list. They're supposed to be released within 24 hours. I am betting we will know the names of most of them within the hour, thanks to the media.
Here's the problem, though. We're going to have to do a show before that, the expansion draft Wednesday, then, because the 17th is a Saturday. And I'll be driving all day the 20th. So if we do it a Monday,
Well, we could just submit our teams and then post it on our website that we have.
Yeah, and just see how we all when it's all said and done, see how we did. See who's there, and
Or I mean, we could each individually record us reading our teams and then have a comment about it and then post that. Like, why couldn't we just post like 4-minute things from each of us about our teams?
That works too.
Yep.
I like your thought process there with this new media thing. Don't tell the NHL; they don't fucking agree with it.
I mean, what
They'll
is
fucking
this
say
YouTube thing anyway? YouTube won't last.
They'll be like, "No, but who's they covering though?"
What is this YouTubes of which?
No, but who do you?
You know what we should do? We should tell them that we cover the Vegas Golden Knights and see who they.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, that's
there
good.
You go. Wow.
I talked to the Vegas Golden Knights. They said they didn't credential you all this year.
They're never gonna know. Vegas Golden Knights, of course. Yeah.
I just want to say thanks to Jason Hagee, who's had our back all year for me and Jen, and helped us out with UND. And if he's actually sent a letter to them, so we'll see how that fucking works. And if that doesn't work, listen, I'll say this right here, right now. We're gonna be in Chicago. Come hell or high water.
If you want to meet us at the Bean, we're gonna have a battle royale.
We will be at Chicago, whether you want us there or not, because we got tickets as a backup, baby. Because we knew you'd fuck us one way or another without taking us out to dinner. So you can have us there as a nice, calm, media credentialed person, or ruckus douchebag in the crowd wearing Maryland gear and saying "fuck the NHL" while motioning to his crotch. So it's not going to be a violent display.
That's a good DX NWA crossover.
Oh man, yeah.
I will be in the Zubaz with my gaudy Maryland crab hoodie. I will have the fanny pack on because you can't wear a fanny pack like I am. I wear it like it's a lightning bolt from freaking Zeus. That's how I wear a fanny pack, baby. And if you want to, you're going to get us there one way or another. It's your decision whether you want to stay in a nice, calm, not make a scene area, or a fuck you and your mother kind of area. You decide. Michelle.
Wow, what a shoot promo there by Scotty Waz.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was almost like that guy that no one ever talks about anymore because he's an asshole.
Guess what, Mark? They've been doing that since 2001 with me.
Oh, no, I was talking about the guy from Pittsburgh. But I don't remember what his name was.
What guy from Pittsburgh?
The guy that did a shoot promo on...
Oh, stupid fucking, what's his name?
Yeah, who cares what his name is? It doesn't matter. You knew who I was talking about.
Oh, Robbie Rossi.
It doesn't matter what his name is.
It doesn't matter what his name was.
I swear to God, if I'm not there, I'm showing up as Mr. Maryland, the Avenger, and just fucking wrecking havoc just as a douchebag. So basically myself.
Basically, to ensure that you will never, ever, ever be credentialed ever again.
Oh, dude, again. burning
Once we've
bridges
lost
as
it,
we go.
it's gone, so it doesn't matter.
Oh,
what we do
Yeah,
with
just wear a name tag that says you're Ray Flowers and flip over the table. Nobody knows what that guy looks like anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. I'm still sure he's not real. Like, even though we dealt with him one-on-one way back in the day. Don't know if he's real or not.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
I'm supposed to fucking act as somebody else. I'll be under a mask. Who the fuck's gonna notice?
Yeah.
I'll have a Maryland luchador mask with crab.
There you go. There you
with
go.
Crab claws up there like this. I'm pretty sure they got one on Amazon. I'll fucking get one.
You'll find one, sure.
Oh, sure. Everything's
It's the
on
interwebs. They have everything.
Amazon. All right, Lyle. Who do you got?
This is a good show, my friends.
Who you got, Lyle?
You can't leave yet. You're fighting inanimate objects.
Oh my God, that's right. Yes, I have to do this now. Yes. Okay. Well, we know one team for sure, and that's your Nashville Predators. So it's the Predators against either the Penguins or
I mean, we can do both.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Well, no matter what,
Yeah.
the Eastern Conference team is going to be the higher ranked team in this. So.
Yeah. Oh yes, because they're going in at the lowest seed ever. So
Yes.
yeah. Okay. I'm going to say very quickly here. If it's Predators Senators, despite the fact it rolls off the tongue very well, I would give the edge to the Preds. If it's Predators Penguins, I'm going Penguins.
Okay. Right. Orb, what do you got?
Orb. God damn it, Orb! Don't let me down. You son
Don't let me down.
All right. Is the Eastern Conference going to beat the Nashville Predators?
There you go. That's a good way. That's got I like your way of thinking.
It is decidedly so. You
There-
motherfucking Orb! You asshole!
There we go. Predators down. So it's taking Eastern Conference. EC. Dub. Panda.
All right, Panda. Well, the Eastern Conference beat the Nashville Predators, and the Panda says no.
Oh.
The Panda says caring about others, running the risk of feeling, and leaving an impact on people brings happiness.
It does not because
You lie, motherfucker. No, it don't.
Well, I will say this. If the Penguins do win, there will be a split decision between Lyle and the Panda, where the Panda could tie it up because Lyle has picked Anaheim, Cobb. He picked Ottawa as well.
Ooh.
So
There we go. Okay, it's time for little Stan.
I'm tired of this fucking NHL. It's baseball season now. Let's hit some homers and some dingers. Fuck Pittsburgh and Ottawa. I don't give a shit about either of them. Nashville, I couldn't care less about. It's a city. It thinks it's bigger than it is. It's some garbage bullshit. Who gives a crap about Tootsies?
May I, Stan? There are some
Yeah,
hot,
what do you
hot
want? Well, you
broads
never
that come
talk-
out of Nashville.
Yeah, and you'll never know about it because you didn't talk to me beforehand, stupid. Told you. Told your brother to call me, and he didn't. So that was on you. Now that's on you.
That's actually what Stan would have said.
With that, I'm going to go with Nashville because country music, Music City, and Trisha Yearwood. Got a thing with that girl, big ass.
She's called Clarkson. That's what she's called.
What?
Kelly Clarkson.
Whatever. The point is this:
Kelly
all those country starlets, badasses. Badass. Should have called me. Should have called me. You could have been having that Vanderbilt booty, but no. Nope. Here you are, trying to be a human, trying to be a man. What's your problem? Go get another house. Jesus, enough of you. Wow, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun.
Yes, it is, little Stan. Thanks, buddy. I'll talk to you next week, guys.
Bye, Lyle.
Hello.
Laura Richardson, InspectorsHockey.net, thehockeynews.com, Bleacher Report,
So
PI,
good.
Cardigan, Johnny.
Little
Give us-
Stan's the best. I'll give a shout out to Little Stan. I think he's the best character we've ever had.
Wow. Wow. That's
Jimmy.
huge.
Yeah, Jimmy is very upset.
Yeah,
Jimmy
but
and Rasta
Jimmy
Ricky.
died an awful death.
Rasta Ricky still smoking up.
Ricky, we haven't heard from in years, but he
Yeah.
still eats fish out of the newspapers, so that's good.
Yeah, we should do around the fish wraps a little more sometime.
Mm-hmm.
One day.
Shit, one of these days.
I'll give a shout out to the Stanley Cup finals, Stanley Cup finals, right?
It's fine. It's officially final, but I'll always call it finals because that's how I grew up on it.
Gotcha. So yeah, shout out hockey season. There's like 2 weeks left. I'm gonna give a shout out to the period of time between the end of hockey season and the expansion draft because that will be fantastic. I have a diss to the NHL not being able to read through data. It's like they don't have an historian or something, and don't know that we've been to the draft for 15 years. And I think that's it. I think I'm good.
Mark with a Z.
Shout out to Memorial Day. I hope you're celebrating in the best way possible and safely. But in the best way possible, that is also safe. And, drink to your heart's content. I don't care.
As long as you're safe.
As long as you're safe, I guess. I don't know. Well, you don't have to be safe about that. Let's see. Shout out to my fantasy baseball team.
Ooh.
Yeah. I changed the name to 0-21, not this year. Oh, no. It was 0-21, not this year. Now it's called Hot Lunch. 'Cause
Weird.
it's terrible. Oh, you can go ahead and look that one up on Wikipedia or Urban Dictionary. I am not reading that on there. So I will let you do that on your own time. And that's about it, I guess. I got nothing else going on. Brittany and I are going to Detroit this weekend, so I will say goodbye to Jimmy Howard on my way out.
There you go. Sounds good. Shout out to GM for picking Brooks Orpik. Shout out to giant yard sales. Shout out to Major League Baseball cards, like literally the Major League, the movie. Shout out to Big Stan who says things that I pretty much think he would say, and it's very spot on. You know what, NHL? It's up to you now. We said our piece. We put it out there. I showed visuals. Had visuals, threw them at the screen. I will show up in my Maryland Zubas with the Maryland hoodie and a Maryland luchador mask that I will make from my hands. And I will be the obnoxious asshole that I always have been, but more so. Not a threat. It's really a problem. I'll do that in the press room too if I need to. I don't give a shit. Fucking rape us of our credentials. Who give a fuck? Anyway, point is this. Love you all. Thank you for supporting our show. And I forgot we have to make a phone call this week or next week. Oops. Who cares?
Whatever.
Whatever. It is what it is.
This is our show. If they like our show, then this is the show.
It is the show. And take it or leave it. So that's it. That's all. For Johnny P, Mark with the C, I'm Scotty Waz. Take care of yourself and someone else. This has been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com. It's also our Tumblr, FOHS Radio. You can find us on Facebook there, Face Off HGKY Show on the Twitter. Until next week, we will have a Stanley Cup Finals event, and we will be gearing up for our 76 straight hour coverage of
6
the
days.
expansion draft. 6 days in Johnny's world of the expansion draft. Don't you dare miss it, everybody. Peace.